Today I'm going to show you how I did this simulation, and here's the final animation. Will look like that. And I will show a little bit of the rendered part materials, but you need to work a lot more here. I use a simple geometry for the bottle, so it's really it's just flat, but there's no detail. So, but for the tutorial, that's enough. Okay. So let's get started with the modeling. In my original test, I think the height of the bottle was 65 and the diameter was 20. 22, I don't know. 50J. Okay, so let's create a cylinder. 10 for radius. And here, I don't know, 65, 55, sorry. Put them in this, it's just for reference. Okay. Let's put 32 here. 0, 1, variable poly. Let's grab this, make a little curve here. And here shift. Okay, I think it's too big, so let's grow. Scale a little bit. It's fine. Now here, I think it's fine. Let's use some edge here to give some roundness here. Put this to keep it the shape a little bit better. Here we can put some okay. And here we can change a little bit the shape of the bottle, so let's put connect just one. Maybe let's do this. Put one here, and I think this can work. Scale a little bit. Let's put some others here. Let's move this. Okay, put one here, one. Put one here. Okay. Let's have it here. Okay. Let's put some edges just to make more even. Put one here, and here we can scroll. Oh, I think here some edge here. I think for the bottle it's fine. Let's see with the turbulence move. I think it's fine. As for this example, we need to for rendering, Iceland display. Okay, before we open here, let's call this bottle. use this for our cap. Detach, where's detach? That is clone, let's call it cap or lead, I don't know. Okay. Select this, change the color. Put shell, it's too much, I think 0.6 will be okay. One segment for here, turbo smooth. Isoline for render, I think I want to, but doesn't matter now. Let's add here. Let's select this, Control Edge, connect. Let's put one here. First, let's put one. Let's put 3. Okay, and here we can put one more close to the edge. Our shell, we can. Let me see. Oh, let's skip that. I think that's okay. Center the pivot. And here is important. We don't leave any space here because otherwise the liquid will enter here in this gap. So let's keep that. Maybe a little more. If you need it, we can move this up. It's okay for the cap here in the bottle. We can first isolate it. Grab these bursts and delete. I need to apply shell. Inner size, let's see, 0.64 is the same of the bottle. The cap, let's see. I think it's enough. Let me see for the side. The side, I think this will be enough. It's another straight corner, so let's keep the same distance here. Let's see if we have any problems. It's not complicated geometry, so I don't think we don't have any problem here. Okay, turn over to this move. Let's see. Okay, let's hide them. The pivot is already here. Alt X. I think this part's okay. We have our initial model. So that's the that's the model. So let's save the file and moving on. Now we need the geometry inside of the bottle through the initial fill. So let's copy the bottle. Let's call it initial fill object. Let's isolate, change the color, will be easy to select. Turn off to be for now. Put edible poly here. We need the inside part, so delete this. Delete the alter. Select. Let's flip the polygons. Here we can hold shift, scale inside a little bit. So let's repeat. Control click here and collapse. Okay. Now let's change here to it's not a solid, not renderable. Okay, and we can use. No, we don't need a push modifier. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, but select all. Let's deselect the bottle. Let's link the cap and the initial fill to the bottle. So remove the bottle, everything comes together. Okay, but I will change the initial fill a little bit because we'll rotate the bottle. So first, let's put in the position, turn on the angle snap. I think, let me see. I think this is fine. Let's put the bottle in position. Maybe here. Okay. Now let's turn on the layer. I like to hide the find. Select the initial fill. Turn off the turbulence move. And here we can, let's put another one. Just in case. And we can use let's select all polygons. Let's use where's the, okay, here. Let's use this slice plane. Let's rotate to be flat. The horizon. Let's see this line here. So I want maybe here. So let's turn on splits, slice, turn off. Now they are two separate elements. We can delete the top one, isolate selection, F3, and here we can select the border, use the scale shift, and then here shift again, and one more time. Control click on vertex, where's the selection, and collapse. Okay, there's no problem. Let's turn on the turbo smooth. Okay, we can now display as box. We can use Alt X, both of them, so we can see the liquid when we start the simulation. So now let's start with the Phoenix FD stuff. Save the scene and let's go. So let's start with the liquid source. Let's add the initial fill object. We can use this, but I want more control. Sometimes I want to emit the initial fill for 2 frames or maybe 3, and we cannot do that with just the Phoenix FT option. So we can add here. We can change it to volume brush 100%. But for now, I want just for one frame. So we emit 100% for one frame, and then we will turn off. Okay, save. Now let's create the liquid simulator. It will be more easy to control the grid expansion if I align with the bottom, but I think it will be, but you don't need to do that. So I want to align this with the bottom, even the rotation. So the bottom of the simulator will be the same bottom of the bottom. So okay, now we can refine this. Listen to local. And in my final simulation, I use 0.2. But to start, let's start with, I don't know, 0.3. Can be really tight here. It's not perfect aligned with the bottle, but that's okay. We can do that ourselves. Increase here. Let's align better. It's okay. With the same number here. For start, we need to cover all the initial fill. Okay. We can make this two. And here is okay as well. Okay. Let's turn on the adaptive grids, 5 for extra margin, so there's no clipping where the liquid is moving. Let's turn the maximum expansion, so let's see I forget the word, but Z minus, I don't need nothing. Z plus we need a little bit. For the tests, I think here's fine. X minus, we don't need it. X plus we need. Let's just a little bit for now. And here, same thing, just a little bit. We can do the same for both of them. Let's increase here a little, and here. So you can see a little bit of the liquid pouring here. Okay. It's fine. Let's save. Let's change some of the settings here. When he starts the pouring, I reduce the time scale. I think 2.2, but for the phase of the initial fill, let's go with 0.5. And here, just for the initial phase, we need more steps per frame, so the liquid will not pass the walls of the bottle. We can even try with 4. I want a little of the surface tension with these two values, so they keep the liquid a little bit more tight, more together. Not break too much in too little piece. And I think that's all I do for the settings. I'll just change this later. In the output, we need to change the place to save the cache. I don't turn anything of this, and we can show the mesh already, and then we just see the particle preview. In this case, in the end we will increase a little bit of the mesh smooth, but for now we don't need it, so we only need this for now. So let's save. Let's start the simulation. Let me see if we have any problem here, or I'll simulate a little bit and I will come back. So I simulate a few frames and I even move the cap to see what's happening. So I simulate until frame 30 with the cap here, and then from frame 31 I move it just to see what's happening. That's it. That's what's happening. But I forgot to change the speed. So, but we can already see it's too uniform, too boring. So let's Ctrl Z this. And here is when I use that box to simulate some turbulence here in the top. But first, I will simulate again with the, let's see the time I want here. So I will simulate 30 frames, so the liquid will calm down a little bit. There's no problem still moving. If you want, you can simulate a lot more until he will come down. But in my case, I don't matter, it's still moving. So if I'm turning, let's animate this. So, and in this scene, 4 steps worked. In my original scene, I needed to, in this first frame, and had a lot of movement. I need to, in the first, I think 5, I need to animate it to 8 to 4. So the first 4 frames are 8, and then animate it to 4, because some of the liquid was passing through. But in the scene appears to be fine, so let's move on. So here in third one, I animate let's turn on the Alt key, and I think in the beginning I said 0.2, but in reality it's 0.1, and I need only 2 steps per frame. So let's grab this, put in the third, so you change to 4 steps to just 2, and time scale 2, because this will be the time when they will animate the cap. Okay, so let's save the file, and let's do the animation of the cap. Okay, so first let's increase the time scale, I don't know, maybe 300, and here the cap, the third will be here, so let's turn on Alt key. I don't know, I think maybe here, but first I think in 5 frames you need to move it. This is straight line. Let's save all the keys for the rotation scale. So let's set key here. Oh, third. Yeah. And then 5 frames will be fast. We move it here. This is straight line because so will not be any clipping. And then I think here we can move a long way out of the camera. I think here it's fine. Let's do some rotation, maybe this. I don't know. Let's see. Let's hide the liquid so we can play the animation here to see what's going on. It's moving. Let's see. I think it's fine. It's not perfect. We have to match better the. I think we turn off the. Oh my god! No, 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 no. I don't need to. I don't want. Here, let's undock. Oh my god. Okay, so this frame, it's linear. I think everything's linear, but yeah, it starts linear. Then everything's linear. Let's close. Let's see again. Yeah, it's better now. Okay, that's enough for the animation. Just for the tests. Ctrl X again. Okay, now we have animation. Let's turn on the mix again. So okay, let's simulate this until 90. Say that I'll simulate that and I'll come back. So I simulated 90 frames here. So I expect I have I make a type preview. So yeah, it's even worse with a low velocity because now it's really a tube here. So that's not nice, but I think everything else it's okay. The velocity, you can in your scene make things different. Maybe add some more rotation to the cap here. I did that in my original scene, so we can do a lot of things. So, but let's move on. Here I have to say I need to try. I use turbulence and I use particle turner to I create a box here in this position, and I use particle turner to say I only want the turbulence, because if you put something here you won't affect it if you meet this condition. So I say I only want the turbulence if they reach the area of the box here, this distance to the box here. But that didn't work. I have to increase too much the turbulence, and even that it will be essentially crazy here, so it's not working. The solution I think next was more simple and worked. Is create the same box here, but they act like a collision object. So let's do that. Let's create a box here. Okay, I think here, I don't know how many segments I use. Let's see. I think that's too much. 777. Okay. Let's put in the position. Let's align here, it'll be more easy to place. Let's change the height here. I think 12, 12, 12. That will work. Okay, now let's add some noise. This scale here, let's see how much we need it. Let's put 2 here. We need more, let's put turbo smooth. Let's see here. Let's center the no. It's too big. The max already put the keys for the fades. So let's turn on this. This is not too fast. I think it will work. Let's increase the segments here and decrease the noise size. Too much here or no? Let's increase a little bit here, increase a little bit the size. No. Increase here. I don't know. We have to test. So in object properties not runnable, techniques we need to keep the geometry, so let's put that local. Maybe in this position. Yeah, I think you can rotate here, so it will appear more natural. Okay. But we need the animation only when we start pouring, so let's move the space here, and then we start. And we don't need, let's find the eyes here. We don't need this acceleration here. Or we need it. I don't remember. Let's keep it. I don't remember. Okay. Now let's create a box. Let's save the file. And I'll simulate it again and I'll come back. So again, simulate the same amount of frames. And it's already much better. I made a type preview, so let's see. Okay, but yeah, the box is affecting even outside here. I forgot to reduce the size. I want to affect only when it's inside of the bottle. But it's fine. It's much better. So let's fix this. It's better see the okay. So let's reduce. But one thing I did in my scene was I rotate this more, so it will be more thin. More, I don't know the word, but I want this kind of shape here. So what I did, let's reduce a little bit the size of this box. Okay, so it will be more like of this shape here, and I think the noise is see some play here. It's too fast. So let's see the phase to I don't know, and just 200. Yeah, I think it's better. But we can play with this value here. And here we have to play where we want to put this. But let's close it. I can start. And then yeah, I can put here just to do this kind of shape. And then I can animate this. So because I don't want this out too much outside, so let's animate this. So here, Alt key, let's set frames, and assume the bottles fly. I think here, change to local, and animate the size. And a little bit of the position, so it will be here. Yeah, and we can rotate. Maybe something like that. It won't affect it inside. As soon as you leave it, will not go up, so there's no problem. Let's see. You need to play here. Maybe we can change the shape here, so I think I can increase a little here. Rotate back. Okay, I think here. Let's see. Yeah. And one thing I forgot to mention is we put the geometry here. You will cut the liquid inside in the first stage. So just put here and you already delete the liquid on start. Yeah, I think this is better. But the Z is really, let's see, maybe turn out good. Let's check here. I think we can increase the size a little bit here. Okay. We can call this cap turbulence cap, no copy. Splash box. Let's save. And other thing I did in my original scene, I introduced some turbulence inside of this part of the liquid because I want more movement. That depends of what you wanted. So I will do like I did my scene. I create a box. Object properties, my variables, place a box. I can call it area turbulence. Okay, inside area turbulence. Not a solid. Let's align the bottle here. And let's see if it's covering all the here. I want to affect only this part inside to cause some movement here. Not be so boring. But that depends of what you want. Okay. Everything is, let's it's these two new objects, and let's select any link with the bottle as well. So if you move the bottle, everything. Oh, I forgot to link this with the bottle as well. So everything, yeah. Let's save. It's not necessary if you're not moving, but maybe you want to adjust here. So that's for it. Okay, now we have this. We need to create a particle tuner. Let's see the condition. If the distance to inside area is less than 1, I think it's 1 centimeter, you'll be affected by the turbulence. That's the turbulence here. And I know when the speed of the simulation is low, we need more strength to see some results. So let's increase our edge to 1000. Let's put here. I don't need to discuss, so only affect So the turbulence, it's only affect this area here. I don't want turbulence here. Maybe I can use some turbulence, but I don't think it's necessary in this case. You can try yourself if you want. Let's save it, and I think this will be enough. So I will already increase the here. Let's increase here as well. The X. I will put the final numbers here. Maximum of 73. It's okay. You can even increase more because when you splash, you goes everywhere. So you have to increase here in. Look at I always try to be below 100 million cells here. I think this is okay. Delete the cache, go to cache, save it. And the simulation takes some time and I will come back. So I simulate until 120 frames. I already created a type preview, so let's take a look. Yeah, I think it's different from my original scene, but it's nice. The turbulence is acting here, we can see. I prefer that, but that's up to you. But I think that's nice. The only thing we need to set up now is to put some objects to collision here. Let's do that. Let's turn off the save frames. Let's see. I think here, let's use the same object. So the sphere. On the size, let's see. I think the size is okay. Let's see. I think it's okay. Now, let me see. Bigger. Yeah. Let's increase the size of the simulator. A little bit to the sides. And a little bit here. And here. Yeah. In this, you can, for example, use the cascade simulator. So you simulate this, and here you can have another simulator. So you save some time, but in this case I'm not using it. Just keep it in one simulator. So let's save that, and we can. I would like I will keeping this. Maybe we can animate the bottle. Oh no, it's going far. Okay. Here we can restart from. Let's restart from here. I think it'll be on 9 because the backup interval is 15, so it will be 15, 13, 45, 60, 75, 90. We will start here. That's fine. So I'll restore. No, oh man, I'm stupid. It's 105. Oh my god. Okay, I will simulate this for a few frames. I think I will simulate until 108 and then I'll come back. So let's see the result. I created a type preview, so let's see. That's okay. If you take the sphere a little closer to the bottle, the splash I think will be a little less chaotic, but that's it. And but one thing I did also in my tests, my original scene, I use some effects of drag when the liquid approach the sphere to try to reduce a little bit of the splashes, the small droplets. So let's do that. It's not make a will not make a huge difference, but so we need a particle tuner because I want the effect only when it's closer to the sphere. So less distance to the sphere. Let's say 5. Because I think this is in the same unit, so 5 centimeters. When it's less than 5 centimeters to the sphere, will be affected by the force, and the force should be the it's already here. I will use force motion field, and I only use the drag. I use the drag here. I think I use strength. You can use more or less. They have a geometry here, but I don't know it's work. Oh, you have to use the boundary, but the easy way it's let's use the tuner here, the sphere. So when the liquid will be less than 5 centimeters to the sphere, will be affected by this motion field. So I will simulate again, and that's and here we can see these squares. Not see, but when you move the mesh, you will not see this, but this, you can, if you increase here, make it turbo smooth on the render, you minimize this effect. But we will smooth the mesh, so I don't think it's necessary. You make the simulation a little slow, but so I think that's it. And I'll delete everything. And I'll make it for the beginning, the final simulation. I'll come back when it's finished. We'll get this message now, so that's okay. We want the motion field effect simulation. We simply the condition, so we can click here and okay. And now I'll come back when it's finished. So the simulation is done. I make a comparison between the two, the with and without this motion field and with Dragon, and it's too little difference. But let me open with the. It's already open here with the in this preview, so we can see they are practically the same, but you can see here is the with the drag. Because it take more time to the liquid to move. It's a little slower, but it's really a small difference. I think we need to increase the drag or not even use it, or we can Using other options here in the particle tuner, we can use maybe speed, decrease, make some tests. We can even use the drag from turbulence max, try to combine, but that's it. Here we can make some changes if you like it. And to finish the mesh for the liquid, we just need to use some mesh smoothness here. Turn this on and put one here. And that's the difference. Okay, I will go with that. And one important thing is, I don't know it's supposed to work like that, but when you slow the simulation here, the time, and you have a motion blur, turn on your camera, you can have sometimes some strange effects. So here you need to match this value to the value of the dynamics, or it will be too much motion blur for us so slow movement. But if you want more, you can increase here or changing the camera. That's up to you, but I use this. And let's save the file. Now you can change a few things if you want. You can, I think here, I think it's too little here. I think you need more height here. It'd be better for the liquid eye. But that's it. You can turn off this force, or we can use maybe a turbulence for the liquid outside to break a little bit more. You can do all sorts of things here. You have a lot of options. But that's it for this mesh. And to say a little bit about the rendering, uh, let me see. I use Vray. For the water, I think I just use a preset, water preset. Um, Copy this, change the name, and use this for the select the bottle. Apply it a little brighter. Let's change the ER 1.45. Reduce a little bit the reflection, a little bit of the glossiness for the bottle. For the sphere, I use the presets plastic. Change a little bit here. Change the color, more orange. Okay. I create a plane for the background. Let's turn on the save frames. Let me see. I think here is fine for my image for the YouTube cover. Let's move the plane back a little bit. Let's cover all the image. Let's create a camera for this view. And here I'll turn off, it's already off, the exposure. Okay. Let's, I'm not rendering everything, but if I do, I'll start when the lead is flying until the end of the simulation. GI, I put this number. It's for the animation. It's not a high quality, but I'm not making a job, so I'm not way too much. Use the noiser because here I reduce the samples to 8, aqui 25, so we will need the noiser, and this depends. Some cases you need, some cases you don't need it. If you use the noiser, maybe you cannot turn this on. But if you not use the noiser, you have sometimes to turn this on. You reduce the noise in flicking and everything. So, but in this case I will use the noiser, so I'll turn this off, and that's it for this case. But it's not extremely low, but let's say it's not the best quality. Okay, let's keep it this size, and when you save, you can use this. I don't the alpha, separate folders, choose a place to save. And when you render, you have the both with and without the both the files with and without the denoiser. So in pause, you can see if you wanna use or not. Maybe blend the two of the two with and without. So we have this option. Let's close this. And now for the lighting, I use HDRI. Let's put down light here. Let me show you which I will use. I download from this site. Here, I go to free pack and I download this one. I use this, it's free. I know you have HDRI already, but this is another option. Okay. I don't want this visible. Don't like. I think I will reduce the 0.5. I need to lock the camera so I can work in the others viewports. Okay. Let's see what we have. Let's change. Let's put the material in the background. Okay. It's too much glass here. We need to work more in this material. The bottle is too it's too simple. There's no geometry, no details. So that's what is seen. But so I'll not will go too far here. I'm just showing the basic setup. We can see the splash, alright. And the other thing I did was I created a light here in the front. Move it a little bit back. Turn off the visibility. Here we can reduce. Maybe 6. I don't know. You have to play what you want. These are already helping. And one thing you can do is only for the background you can copy this. Copy. Here in Exclude you can plane is the background, so you put here. You only illuminate the plane. You can turn off the cast shadows. And with that you'll be able to choose where you want this. You can do this in other ways. You can even do it in the material, but just show you what I did in my scene. Okay, you can maybe okay, and you have to work more here, but I think that's it. Okay, so forgot two things. One of them is in the camera. If you want to use motion blur, you have to turn this on. And here I use some of the color corrections. I think I used this, but reduce a little bit. The bit of exposure, so can reduce the highlight burn. You can do this on other softwares after the rendering, but let's already do something here. Okay. I don't know this is helping, but Okay, and we can turn on lens effects. So these areas will have some effect. Okay, we can play. This will be saved as a separate channel in the when you save the with using the frame buffer option. So you can play with that in the pause, in the comps. But that's it. Here you can do whatever you like it. There's a lot of options. Okay, but that's it now. Now you render a image for the YouTube. So I already changed here full HD, and I will render all this frame. So single, I can off this because I was only save that JPEG. Okay, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.